Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a natural gift for sparking interest in women? The truth is, there's no magic. There's science. Female attraction works in a fascinating and complex way. But today, I'm going to reveal something that will completely change your approach to dating. 3 simple words, used at the right moment, can create a deep emotional connection and spark genuine interest in any woman. We're not talking about cheap tricks or manipulation, but rather about understanding and activating emotional triggers that naturally awaken interest. Get ready to discover how a small change in your communication can completely transform your results with women. The world of female attraction completely transcends traditional male patterns. While many men believe that winning over a woman depends exclusively on physical appearance or social status, the reality is much deeper and more sensory. Female desire is structured like a complex emotional tapestry, where each thread represents sensations, memories, and expectations. Unlike the predominantly visual focus of male perception, women process attraction through intricate and sophisticated emotional layers. True connection goes far beyond what the eyes can see. It's the small details, the subtleties of communication, the gestures of understanding and vulnerability that truly awaken female interest. A woman connects not just with what is on the surface, but with the essence of the individual. Imagine female desire as a sensitive territory, where each word, each glance, each gesture can be a key that opens or closes emotional doors. There is no mathematical formula or one-size-fits-all strategy, but rather a deep understanding that each woman is a unique universe with singular desires, fears, and expectations. Modern psychology proves that women are extremely connected to the emotional world. They don't just hear words, they decode intentions, perceive nuances, and interpret messages beyond the literal. A simple comment can evoke fascination or complete disinterest, depending on how it is constructed and conveyed. The key to awakening this desire lies in the ability to create a narrative that makes the woman feel truly understood and special. It's not about seduction techniques, but about authentic communication that shows a genuine interest in getting to know her in her entirety. Female sensitivity works like a sophisticated radar, capable of detecting genuine interest versus manipulation. The deeper and more genuine the connection proposed, the greater the possibility of awakening real and lasting attraction. Therefore, understanding female desire means abandoning reductionist concepts and diving into a holistic understanding of the female emotional universe, where true conquest is born from connection, respect, and authenticity. The female imagination constitutes a fascinating and complex territory, where romantic elements act as fuel for emotional connection. Women possess an extraordinary ability to create entire universes from small stimuli, transforming simple words into complete narratives of effective possibilities. Romanticism does not merely represent a set of traditional gestures, but rather a sophisticated system of emotional communication. Each woman carries within her intimate scripts of connection, built through experiences, expectations, and deeply personal desires. These internal narratives work as delicate filters that process each interaction, seeking moments of genuine meaning. When we talk about romanticism, we go beyond cliches like candlelit dinners or gifting flowers. It's about creating experiences where the woman can feel truly seen, understood, and valued in her essence. The ability to provoke this feeling depends on communication that transcends the superficial, diving into deeper layers of sensitivity. The emotional environment built through words can be as powerful as any physical contact. A well-crafted phrase can evoke sensations, activate memories, and create expectations of connection. The female imagination functions as a territory where each word can germinate infinite possibilities of intimacy and meaning. Women often experience their relationships through an almost cinematic dimension, where each interaction can transform into a complete narrative. A glance, a comment, a gesture can trigger a whole sequence of interpretations and emotional fantasies that transcend the present moment. Authentic romanticism does not seek to manipulate, but to create true bridges of communication. It means demonstrating vulnerability, genuine interest, and the capacity to understand the female emotional universe beyond superficial conquest strategies. When a woman feels truly understood in her entirety, She opens herself to possibilities of connection that go far beyond the physical aspect or initial stage of a relationship. Imagination then becomes a fertile territory where attraction can grow organically and deeply. The key to awakening this state lies in authenticity, in the ability to create moments where she can feel safe to explore her own fantasies and emotional expectations. A true romantic does not impose scripts, but invites her on a journey of mutual discovery. The moment has arrived to reveal the 3 phrases that can completely transform your approach to women. These words are not just loose expressions, but true master keys to unlock deep emotional connections. The first powerful phrase arises with the word passion. When you mention, "I think it's very different when there's passion," you trigger a direct emotional prompt in the female universe. This expression communicates something beyond the literal. It suggests that you understand that relationships are not just conventions, but intense and meaningful experiences. Next emerges the word chemistry, incorporated in the phrase, "The chemistry between a couple is fundamental." This expression transcends the purely physical aspect and suggests an almost metaphysical tuning between 2 people. Women love to feel that there's a special connection, something inexplicable that goes beyond rationality. The third phrase concentrates on 2 key words, desire and emotional connection. By saying, "The desire between a couple strengthens with a deep emotional connection," you demonstrate a sophistication rarely seen in traditional male approaches. This phrase communicates that you are not just seeking a superficial encounter, but you understand the complex layers of female attraction. The secret lies in the tone, the naturalness, and the context of how these phrases are introduced. It's not enough to simply repeat them like a robot. Authenticity is essential. Each word should be spoken with conviction, a present gaze, and an energy that conveys real interest. The magic of these phrases lies in their ability to provoke curiosity, evoke sensations, and create an environment where the woman feels truly heard and understood. These are not conquest tricks, but genuine communication tools that reveal a depth of emotion rarely experienced. It's important to highlight, these words function as an invitation to a deeper conversation. They do not automatically guarantee interest, but open doors to the possibilities of true connection. The result will depend on your ability to be authentic, present, and truly interested in understanding the female emotional universe. The art is in using these phrases not as a memorized script, but as sincere expressions that reveal your capacity to go beyond the superficial. Each word should reflect your genuine pursuit of a meaningful connection. The art of introducing these powerful phrases is not about memorizing a script, but creating organic moments of authentic connection. Each word needs to emerge naturally, like a river flowing effortlessly, revealing its emotional depth without seeming rehearsed or artificial. The key lies in intelligent contextualization. Imagine a relaxed conversation about relationships, where you can gently mention, "I think it's very different when there's passion," not as a forced phrase, but as a genuine comment that arises after an exchange of experiences. Timing is absolutely crucial. These words function as delicate instruments that must be played at the exact moment. It won't help to just throw the phrase into the middle of a conversation like an emotional bomb. Subtlety is your greatest ally. Observe the environment, perceive the mood of the conversation, feel the energy of the moment. When you mention the chemistry between a couple is fundamental, do so with a tone of reflection, not as an absolute declaration. Your voice needs to convey genuine curiosity, as if you're sharing an important personal discovery. The introduction of these expressions requires a sensitivity that is almost musical. You need to be truly present, connected to the person in front of you. It's not about seduction techniques, but about creating authentic communication where your words resonate beyond the literal. The environment also matters immensely. An intimate conversation in a cozy cafe, a relaxed moment after an event, an exchange of experiences during a walk. These contexts amplify the impact of your words. Listen attentively to the responses. Each of her reactions will be a precious indicator of how your message is being received. True communication is always a dialogue, never a monologue where you dump words without considering the other. Authenticity will always be your greatest asset. Don't try to be something you're not. If the phrase doesn't arise naturally from your essence, it's better not to say it at all. Women have a sophisticated radar for detecting genuine interest versus hollow performance. Your energy, your gaze, your tone of voice, everything communicates. Words are just the visible tip of an iceberg of extremely complex and fascinating non-verbal communication. The importance of authenticity transcends any conquest strategy. Being true doesn't just represent an abstract concept, but a genuine form of communication that deeply connects two human beings. When we talk about revealing feelings, sincerity emerges as a fundamental element for building any meaningful relationship. Men often mask vulnerability as weakness, but in reality, showing authentic self represents an extraordinary act of courage. The ability to express your feelings genuinely without masks or performances creates a trusting environment where emotional connection can naturally flourish. Vulnerability does not mean imbalance or insecurity, but a brave willingness to show oneself as one is. Women instantly perceive when someone is playing a role versus when they are being truly honest. This emotional radar serves as a sophisticated filter distinguishing real interest from empty manipulation. The tone of voice, the micro gestures, the gaze, everything communicates authenticity. It's not enough to pronounce the right words if your inner energy is not aligned. Genuine communication occurs when the internal and external are in perfect harmony, conveying a coherent and true message. Demonstrating vulnerability means revealing your weaknesses, fears, and aspirations without fear of judgment. That doesn't mean unloading all your traumas on a first date, but being able to share true aspects of your personality without building defensive barriers. Authenticity also implies respecting boundaries, knowing yourself, and being comfortable with your own imperfections. Men who accept their unique characteristics without trying to fit into artificial patterns of masculinity are naturally more attractive. When you speak with truth, your words gain an almost magnetic depth. Women are deeply attracted to men who can communicate their emotions without fear, understanding that strength does not mean hardness, but the capacity to be truly human. The journey to authenticity is ongoing. It requires courage to deconstruct social masks, question internalized patterns, and allow oneself to be genuine. It's a process of self-discovery that goes far beyond conquest techniques, representing a deep inner transformation. The power of neuroassociation reveals itself as a fascinating brain mechanism capable of completely transforming our perception of communication and attraction. Scientists have discovered that our brains function as an intricate network of connections, where each word can evoke deeply rooted memories, emotions, and sensations. When we speak of neuroassociation in the context of female desire, we are entering an extremely sophisticated territory of emotional communication. Each word spoken is not just a sound, but a potential trigger that can unleash a whole universe of interpretations and feelings. Women have a neurological system that is extremely sensitive to emotional stimuli. Words like passion, connection, and desire are not mere vocabulary, but true keys that can open the floodgates of complex and profound sensations. The female brain processes these expressions in a unique way, instantly creating elaborate emotional scenarios. Neurologically, when a significant word is spoken, different brain regions are activated simultaneously. Areas responsible for emotional memory, imagination, and sensory processing work together, creating an almost cinematographic experience. A simple mention of chemistry can evoke memories of intense moments, unmet fantasies, and romantic expectations. Science proves that our minds do not fully separate reality and imagination. By hearing emotionally charged words, the female brain literally experiences that situation, producing neurotransmitters associated with positive feelings like dopamine and oxytocin. This neurological response explains why some words have such transformative power. It's not magic, it's pure neuroscience. When you mention something that resonates with her emotional experiences, an almost magical bridge of connection is instantaneously created. The secret lies in the ability to choose words that not only communicate information, but provoke a complete emotional journey. Each expression should function as a subtle invitation to explore sensations, memories, and romantic possibilities. Mastering neuroassociation means understanding that communication goes far beyond sounds. It represents the art of awakening emotional states through language that is truly connected to the nuances of the female universe. The section on avoiding common mistakes represents a critical moment to deconstruct misguided approaches that often sabotage any possibility of genuine connection with a woman. Men often fall into harmful traps that completely distance female interest, especially when they reduce the interaction to merely superficial aspects. The first grave error lies in the excessive obsession with physical appearance. Many believe that defined muscles, expensive clothes, or a handsome face will automatically ensure attraction. In reality, this strategy works as an emotional repellent. Women seek depth, sensitivity, and genuine interest that completely transcend traditional aesthetic standards. Another dangerous misunderstanding is turning the approach into an invasion of emotional privacy. Introducing powerful phrases does not mean bombarding the person with intense declarations from the very first moment. Subtlety is fundamental. Respecting her boundaries, creating a trusting environment, and allowing the connection to develop organically represents the true key to awakening interest. Invasiveness manifests when a man tries to completely control the agenda of the interaction, neglecting subtle signs of receptivity. It is essential to be truly attentive to her reactions, to moments of openness, and to nuances in communication. Each woman has a unique rhythm of connection, and forcing a narrative will only push away any possibility of real interest. Ignoring the importance of active listening constitutes another capital mistake. Many men interpret communication as a monologue where they unload information about themselves without real interest in the other person's universe. Meaningful connections are born from the ability to truly understand, validate, and respond with sensitivity. Authenticity emerges as an antidote to all these misunderstandings. It means abandoning empty performances, social masks, and manipulative strategies. Being true does not signify fragility, but emotional courage to show oneself as one is, with virtues and imperfections. Men who grasp these nuances manage to create environments where women feel safe, respected, and genuinely interesting. The art is not in seduction techniques, but in the ability to establish truly human and meaningful communication. We arrive at the decisive moment of synthesizing the entire journey of understanding female conquest. The 3 phrases revealed are not mere words, but true master keys to awaken genuine interest. I invite you to experience this new model of communication, abandoning traditional and superficial techniques. The secret lies in authenticity, in the ability to create deep emotional connections that go beyond manipulative strategies. Experiment, observe the reactions, adjust your approach, and allow yourself a genuine transformation in the way you communicate with women, revealing your truest essence.